Hi, my name is Frank. This is my homework. Part 2. I would like to talk about a criminal code in my country that I think is a very good idea. As a law student, I often read and research the legal system of my country, and the law that impressed me was the 2015 Criminal Code, which came into effect in 2018. This law was enacted by the National Assembly to protect people and maintain social order and stability. In addition, it is also to punish and deter those who commit acts that are dangerous to society and are considered criminals. And finally, to protect justice. There are two reasons why I think this law is a good idea. First, it stabilizes social order and security, significantly reducing crime. For example, the law stipulates strict penalties for true crimes, which makes many people afraid and not dare to commit the act. Second, it is highly educational, pointing out the boundary between right and wrong in society. For example, when a person commits a crime and is punished according to the law, they will realize the consequence of their wrongdoing and be educated to become a better citizen. This demonstrates the humanistic meaning of criminal law, which not only prevents crime but also helps educate, reform people, and prevent recidivism. Part 3. Topic 1. In most schools, students are required to follow rules such as wearing uniforms, being on time for school, and respect teachers. These rules are popular because they help create equality among students and maintain order in the classrooms. For example, the uniform code ensures that everyone looks the same and demonstrates the principle of teamwork in the school. 2. I think rules are important because they help keep schools organized and safe. Without rules, students can act out, making it difficult for them to learn. For example, attendance rules help students learn about punctuality and discipline, and their habits are very useful for their future careers. 3. I believe the punishment should depend on the seriousness of the rule they break. Small mistakes like forgetting homework can be solved with a warning, but more serious problems like bullying should have stricter actions. For example, students who damage school property could be asked to fix it or do community surveys so they understand their responsibility. Topic 2. 1. Many students decide to study law because It is a prestigious subject and can lead to a stable, high-paying career. It also provides them with knowledge about rights, obligations, and society, which is very useful in everyday life. Besides becoming a lawyer, they can also work in banks, companies, or government agencies. For example, a friend of mine studied law and then worked at a law bank when where she was responsible for reviewing contracts and provide legal advice. 2. I think a successful lawyer must have logical thinking, good communication skills, and a lot of patents. Logical thinking helps Logical thinking helps them analyze complex legal issues and find the best solution. Communication skills are very important, especially when they need to explain legal language in simple terms to clients or argue in court. For example, a lawyer who speaks clearly and confidently can gain more trust from clients and judges when arguing in court. 3. Definitely, I agree because the legal professional often deals with very serious matters such as people's life, freedom, and financial interests. Lawyers usually face deadlines, heavy workload, and even pressure from clients who expect quite quick results. This can easily make the job stressful and demanding. For example, many criminal lawyers often stay up all night before a trial to review evidence and strengthen their arguments, which obviously creates stress. Thank you for listening.